All right, welcome race fans. We are back here tonight with DSRL. They will be at Knoxville here tonight. We've got a lot of stuff to go through to get there. We've got the qualifiers, the heat races, the C main, B main, trophy dash, and then on to the A main. So thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate it very much. I do have Charles. Well, I did have Charles in. Where'd he go? Where did he go? Here. Huh. Where did he go? There. Oh, I was looking for you. Where the heck did you go? Phew. I looked for you down there. I didn't see you, but well, I guess we let Roger know we are ready. So give me 1 second here, folks, and we'll let Roger know we're ready. Be right back. Okay, we're back, and guys are getting ready to head out here on the track. So all right, so now what do I need to be popping up here? Right. Yeah, you're right. I was going to say, yeah, I'm learning. So, learning these new overlays. That's why Charles is here to help me. All right, first round of qualifiers coming right up here, folks. And it looks like we've got Kyle Trevathan, Christopher Taggett, Mike Roxbury, and John Winkler. And I know one thing I forgot to do. Got to start trading paints. There's just too much stuff going on. All right, they're off and going. And Drew Hirchko. Didn't see him in here. Right now, John Winkler's at the top of the leaderboard. These guys are right on top of each other here. I don't know why, but or how, but Kyle Trevathan does pass up John Winkler. Drew Hirchko turns the fastest lap out there so far. 17.660, but Kyle Trevathan just beat that with a 17.382. And now Christopher Taggett takes to the top of the leaderboard with a 17.095. Guys are changing it up here, getting faster. Trevathan with a 17.044. Taggett back to the top with a 16.855. Definitely one of the fastest. There's now Trevathan again with a 16.845. Brand new track out here. And these guys are laying down some very fast times. Those are going to be times hard to beat. Nathan Davis coming out next. Michael Sheridan. Jason Nygaard. Bob Raimondo. And John Fowler. Looks like the 5 up next. Got to open up here. Got to get a little more volume on, guys. Bear with me, folks. Have a little more volume for you guys. All right, so coming up here next, we got Bob Raimondo, John Fowler, Nate Davis, Michael Sheridan, and Jason Nygaard. They get ready to take their qualifying laps here. 4 laps is all they get. Who can get up there toward the top of the board. Bob Raimondo goes into 6th. That gets taken away by John Fowler. And Michael Sheridan bumps up to 6th place now. And Nate Davis, 5th, gets bumped out by Nygaard. Nygaard goes into 4th. They got to get their speeds up while they can here, before the track starts going away. And that's what they're doing right now, trying to get the best speed that they can before the track starts getting slick out there. Sheridan in 6th. Nate Davis 7th, or I'm sorry, John Fowler goes into 7th now. Nate Davis back to 8th. And Nate is he is 2nd in points. So he's gonna, there he goes, the 4th on the board. Very nice. Raimondo's 2nd in that group as they finish up here. And Nate Davis just put it to the top of the leaderboard overall, and Sheridan in 2nd. Wow, 16.795 for Nate Davis. Wow, nice lap. All right, up next, we got Derek Walker, Britton Roxbury, Ernie Williams, Brock Garris, and Zach Rounds. Boy, this should be a good match here. All good drivers in here. Holy smokes. This should be pretty good. Waiting for them to get the official green flag here. 4 laps to get the best time they can. All right, they got the green flag. They're off and going. Ernie Williams, Britton Roxbury, he's looking for some speed, goes to 11th on the board. Brock Garris takes that away real quick. And now Ernie Williams goes to 11th with a 22.46. They're picking up a lot of time out here yet. Zach Rounds with an 18.63. Britton Roxbury almost breaking the 17-second barrier. Goes into 8th. And Ernie Williams does break the 17-second barrier with a 9.93. And now Derek Walker goes to 6th overall with a 8.64. Nice lap by Derek Walker. One of the fan favorites out there. Derek, always watch him racing, and he does a pretty good job of racing. Sometimes he wins, sometimes he doesn't. Remember his first season here, man, he really rocked it out. He was almost untouchable. And boy, the competition has gotten so strong here lately that he's hasn't been there. Now he just put it to the top of the leaderboard with a 16.778. Number 1 on the board. Britton Roxbury 8th, Brock Garris 10th, Zach Rounds 11th, and Ernie Williams 12th. And these are just qualifier rounds, folks. They're just so they can match them up in the heat races. That's all it is. So Ryan Wilson up next, Jacob Fields, Ted Deckard, Ross Phillips, good to see Ross back, and John Fiddler. The next group up. A lot of drivers in here tonight. Unbelievable how many we've got, man. It's just, I would say, I think we got about 36 or 37 drivers in here right now. So, big group. A lot to break down here, folks. We got the heat races to go through, C main, B main, trophy dash, and then on to the main feature. Alright, they got the green. Get caught up here to the field. Jacob Fields goes into 16th. And Fiddler takes that away. Deckard now in 16th. Going to change up quite a bit here. Ross Phillips goes into 17th. Jacob Fields just goes to 14th on the board with a 3:13. And Fiddler with an 0:29, 17.029. I'm sure that he's going to get faster than that. We usually see Fiddler a little faster. Now Jacob Fields goes to 7th on the board, breaking the 17-second barrier with an 8:96. Fiddler too, but we got a lot of guys here breaking that 17-second barrier here tonight at Knoxville. Fiddler 7th, Ted Deckard 16th. These guys are still trying to find some time. Ross Phillips goes to 15th. Ryan Wilson still hanging on in 18th place. Doesn't look like anybody's going to get any faster than John Fiddler right now in this group. And that's going to wrap up this group here. Oh, Jacob Fields just went to 3rd on the board with that last lap. The 16.805. Congratulations to him, man. Nice lap. All right, looks like coming up next, Eric Ross, a newcomer to the league here. Lyle Johnson, Aaron Theriot, Noah Denslow. Now he is another newcomer to the league. And I don't know who the 5th one's going to be or whether they're going to have another one. Yeah, there we go. Evan Schroeder coming out. So 5 of them rolling out. They get a little separated out here. Just give each other plenty of room on the track because they're not racing each other. They're just racing for time for these qualifiers. All right, they got the green. Eric Ross looking for some time. Looks like he's going to be a good qualifier here. Oh boy, yes, he just put it the 21st on the board. Evan Schroeder 22nd. They get bumped back by Aaron Theriot and Denslow 20th. Lyle Johnson 19th as they're switching up here, getting faster and faster. Eric Ross goes to 16th on the board. Aaron Theriot 18th. Denslow up to 20th now. Lyle Johnson, wow, they are moving around here pretty quick. Lyle Johnson in 23rd. Evan Schroeder just took over the 16th place. And now Aaron Theriot tops out, almost breaking the 17-second barrier. Might do it here before this last lap concludes. And there we go. Eric Ross goes to 12th on the board with a 973. Nice lap. You guys have turned some nice laps out here, too. You break that 17-second barrier, man, you did your homework. All right, there he is, 17th. Doesn't look like he's going to get any better than that. Evan Schroeder, 18th. Noah Denslow, 20th. And Lyle Johnson will round out 23rd. All right, up next, we have Anthony Lepresto, Doyle Lawrence, excuse me, John Batista, Braden Eiler, and Michael Hembold. Getting closer to the end here. We still got about 10 drivers or so to go here. 12 more after this round of 5. Waiting on the admins to get them going. All right, we're underway. Batista goes to 26. Get bumped back. Now Lepresto takes over 26. Braden Eiler to 25th. Doyle Lowrance in 20th. Everybody looking for some more speed here. Wait for somebody. Batista goes to 18th on the board. Another great racer here. Michael Hembold, 27th. Braden Eiler back in 28th. Doesn't look like these guys are picking up a whole lot of time. Batista goes to 12th on the board. Breaking the 17-second speed. Lepresto's still looking for a little bit more. And Doyle Lowrance trying to break that 17-second barrier. Can't quite do it. Braden Eiler goes to 22nd. And Michael Hembold still looking for some speed out here. He's a couple of tenths off the pace. Actually, probably about a half a second off the pace, really, from the leader. And Batista goes to 9th on the board overall. So nice lap by John Batista. 16's 874. And Braden finished 18th. Doyle in 21st. Anthony in 22nd. All right, coming up next. Troy Wagaman, I think is how you say that. Mark Penske, Scott Masick. Might have 6 in this batch. CJ LaVere, Douglas Wyatt, and Roger Wagner. 6 of them in this one, I believe. Yeah, 6 of them. That'll leave 6 left to qualify. Well, I don't know. Maybe they're not. Maybe some aren't going to take a time. Maybe. I don't know. Troy Wagman's still not on the track. All right, we're under green. Okay, if they do, yeah, that makes sense. If they show up late, they start at the back of the heat, so that's probably what'll happen. Yep. Penske, LaVere to 28. Some of these guys are picking up some time. Right now, Wyatt Comes in 27th with a nice lap. Well, you can really tell this track's starting to go away on them. The times are nowhere near what those guys up at the top, what they started with. LeBaire up to 23rd, Roger Wagner 25th. Mark Penske 27th. And he just went to 23rd on the board. Nice lap. And Roger Wagner goes to 21st. So they are still finding a little bit of speed out here, but still not enough to get under that 17-second barrier. Bassick a couple tenths off. And Douglas Wyatt now 31st on the board with a 17.311. So even though they all have turned really nice laps, they're back on time. What a mugshot for Roger Wagner there. All right, we should have the last 4 or 5, I think, going out here, but I haven't. Nobody's going out on the track right now, so. Well, I don't know. Troy Wagman is rolling up. Jeff Peterson, Mike Peterson. Some of these guys are rolling out. So we might see another round here. They should get about one more round in, I do believe. Paul Berthwick. Hey, good to see Paul out there, man. I haven't seen Paul in forever. Been a long time, Paul. Good to see you there, brother. We still got a couple other guys, Rafe Slate, Dawson Fletcher, and Dakota Kuhn. They are in the room, but they're, I don't know, I guess they're not going to qualify. Like 4 of them going to qualify. Roy Wagaman Jr. I don't see Paul Berthwick on the track yet, but Jeff Peterson. All right, looks like they got the green flag. See what kind of speeds these guys can get. Now, Mike Peterson, I've seen him do some pretty good laps at some tracks, but you know, from what I understand, Knoxville's a little different than a lot of the other dirt tracks. It's a lot bigger straightaways. Might be a little tougher on these 360s to get some great speed out here. Right now, Jeff Peterson 36th, and Mike Peterson just went to 28. Jeff Peterson. Wow, nice lap. Peterson's still in, well, he just went to 29th. Still waiting on Wagaman to get out here. Turned some great laps. He's 17.7. That's a pretty slow lap. Jeff Peterson with a 17.2, and Mike Peterson just come in with a 17.179. Puts him 27th on the board. Wagaman goes to 33rd. He did pick up a little more time there, a couple of tenths. Let's see if he can pick up this. I think this might be his final lap here. See if he can pick up another tenth or two. Nope, I guess that was his final lap. Okay, so they are done. All right. Okay, so next is going to be Rafe Slate, Dawson Fletcher, and Dakota Kuhn looks like rolling out next. Should be the last round of qualifiers right here. And we'll be moving to the first heat race. Yep, Paul Berthwick does make it. He is going to be coming out, I think. I don't know. He's not moving. I think he's waiting on the admins to give him the clearance or something there. I'm not sure. But we should have 4 in this. No, I don't know what maybe he's having some difficulties or something there. I'm not sure with his equipment. A lot of Dirtco Media guys in here tonight. All right, they're off and going. Green flag. See what these guys can do here for speed. There ain't a whole lot left on the track right now, I don't think. It's starting to get pretty slick. Still got other races to run, though. Dawson Fletcher goes to 39th. And that gets taken away by Rafe Slate. And Dakota Kuhn goes to 36. So they're finding a little bit of speed out there. We're just about maybe a little over half a second off the pace, though. And Dakota Kuhn goes to 30th. Rafe Slate 31st now with that lap. Very good lap with a 17.261. And I don't see William Evans in there again tonight. What the heck, William? You working again? You gonna work yourself to death there, little brother. Dakota Kuhn just seems like he cannot find any more speed right now. He's got a nice lap going, but just not fast enough. He'll stay at 30th. Rafe Slate 31st, and Dawson Fletcher 38th. That's how they will end up. All right, folks. Well, first heat race coming right up here in just a minute. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. All right, folks, coming up tomorrow night, we'll have the Lombard Online Racing Truck Series. And then Sunday night, we'll be here with the Sim Racing Authority Truck Series as well. And that will be on the live iRacing portal. As soon as they get everything lined up here, folks, they will be sending the guys out here for the first round, the first heat race. First heat race coming up, folks. 8 laps they'll have to turn for each heat race. So we've got a lot of heat races. The top 2 will go on to the trophy dash, and not sure how they're going to do the rest of it, whether they're going to take 2 on, be locked in, or what. I'm not really sure how they're doing that. Yeah, the top 3 will move on, but the top 2 will go to the trophy dash. The third one, he will not get to run for position out there, so he'll follow in the field respectively. So that's how they're changing it up here just a little bit. Well, folks, while we're waiting here, let's give a shout out to a few of our sponsors here at MaxSpeedTV. The Sim Speed Shop, thanks for being on board this season here with DSRL and MaxSpeedTV. HRE Motorsports, big shout out to them, great racers. And the same with the Elite 7 Racing, pretty awesome folks there as well. Dirtco Media, being on board here with the DSRL and V2R, thanking Virtual to Reality TV. They will be joining forces here in the recent weeks here coming up, and with DSRL, and so it's going to be interesting to see how these guys can really do. So big shout out to all them guys. All right. Hello.
Evening.
Hello.
Got a little update for you.
Okay.
All right, the heat races are 10 laps. I think I told you 8 earlier. Heat races are 10 laps. We're going to have a D main because we do have 42 or 43 cars tonight.
Okay, what's the D main? How many laps?
10 laps. 4 cars will transfer to the C. We'll run 14 in the C for 15 laps, transfer 4 to the B for 20 laps, and transfer 5 to the A from the B.
Okie dokie.
All right. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
All right, Derek Walker going to start them out here. And it looks like Christopher Taggart's going to be on the outside. And this will be 10 laps now in each heat race. The first 2 go on to the trophy dash. The person that finishes third will be locked into the feature. But he will not get to qualify for position. He'll have to take up whatever position they lock him into there. 10 laps. All right, looks like they're getting ready to go green here. The field's tightened up pretty good. There they go, green, green, green. Taggart falling back just a little bit. Here comes Britt Roxbury. Gets a good run, but almost making, oh, they do make contact. And Roxbury going to lose another position. It looks like Zach Brown's is going to get by him. Roxbury back to 4th. Don Fowler in 5th place. Everybody's trying to get up there with these guys. Doyle Lowrance. It looks not want to be ones that go home here, or they don't want to have to move on to the D main. It will have a D main here. All right, Derek Walker still holding on to the point here with Christopher Taggett in second. Nobody's really changed so far. Everybody's just holding their own speed right now, holding their own line. Nobody close to one another. It doesn't look like they're racing it up real hard here. Britton Roxbury keeping up with Zach Rounds. Zach Rounds, one of the winningest drivers here in DSRL. Won a couple of seasons ago. Boy, and the competition, like I said, has changed a lot here. Harder for these guys to get wins and bring home championships. Zach Rounds has already got a championship under the belt with DSRL. Very nice trophy that they got. Actually, it's a plaque. It's not really a trophy. It's a plaque that has his name and everything on it. It's really nice. It's all burned into wood. Just a beautiful, beautiful picture. Closing that gap up on Christopher Taggett. That would be for second. He really wants to be in that trophy dash. He's got to get busy. If he doesn't, he's going to be outside looking in. He'll be locked into the A main, but he won't be able to qualify for his position. Watching this battle here as Derek Walker continues to pull away. And we got one around, but that does not bring out the caution. There's only a one-car spin. It does not bring out the caution unless they're blocking the track. He was way down on the inside, well out of the way. And here goes Zach Rounds, going to take over second. And Taggett tries to come back. And he does take him. Man, slide job up in front of him. Nice pass, and Zach Rounds back around for second. And it looks like he is going to get second place. Derek Walker and Zach Rounds will go on to the trophy dash. Third place, Christopher Taggett will make it in, but will not get to qualify. The rest will go to the D main and C main. Britton Roxbury, John Fowler, Doyle Lowrance, Rafe Slate, and Douglas Wyatt. Excuse me. All right, coming up next. Next heat race coming up. Going to be Nate Davis, Drew Hirschko, Bob Raimondo, Ernie Williams. For some of these other guys to get lined up here. Well, quickly here, we're running down through the top 5 in points. Timothy Smith with a 48-point lead coming into tonight over Nathan Davis in second. And it's a long way back to Michael Sheridan. He is 204 points behind the leader. Zach Rounds 4th place, 210 points back. And Kyle Trevathan rounds out the top 5, 240 points behind the leader. So Tim Smith just slaughtering this season, man. He's really pulling it out all the stops. Davis quickly becoming one of the winningest drivers here. He's been doing really well in recent weeks here. And he's trying to close that gap on Timothy Smith. He's 48 points behind. Let's see if he can get it here and lock himself into the trophy dash with a win here in the heat race. And they're under green. Bob Raimondo getting around Drew Hirschko. Not going to happen. Hirschko holding on to it. Ernie Williams in 4th. Roger Wagner 5th. Roger trying to get up there close right there, almost making contact with Noah Denslow. Ernie Williams trying to make it into 3rd. He's trying to work around Bob Raimondo. In the meantime, Drew Hirschko did get by and will hold on to 2nd. The battle back here for 3rd, 4th, 5th is heating up really good here. Ernie Williams coming right up on Bob Raimondo. Roger Wagner does not want to have to go through all the D main, C main, and all that stuff, so he's really working that wheel, trying to get up there with these guys and make a difference here in the outcome of where he's going to finish here. Really having a difficult time. Like I said, the competition is just so high here, folks. Probably one of the best run dirt leagues that I've seen. I'm not saying that there's not one out there that might be better, but I'm saying the ones that I've seen, this seems to be about the best run one. Very professionally run. Roger and his admins there, they do a great job keeping everything in order. So, man, Bob Raimondo, 3rd. Locking himself in, but he would really like to be into that trophy dash. And he is starting to close up on Drew Hirschko. We might see a pass in the near future. And here he goes, looking to the inside. Bob Raimondo into 2nd with a slide job up in front of Drew. Oh my goodness, almost had it. He's not going to give up though. He wants that 2nd place. Laps are winding down. They only have 10 laps to do it. Hirschko still hanging on to 2nd though. He wants in the trophy dash. Meantime, Nathan Davis getting away. He needs to do something with that beard though. Just kidding him. I gotta pick on him, you know. Ernie Williams 4th now closes up on Bob Raimondo. Can't get that run though. Roger Wagner sitting there in 5th place. He is really working it, but he just can't get up there with these guys. He's doing everything he can, but the track's starting to get a little slicker. They've moved up the hill a little bit. Looking for some traction up there, anything to help them. Oh, and Raimondo into the wall. Could have cost him 3rd place, almost did. And Ernie Williams now taking a look to the inside. Oh, man, that was close right there. He holds on to it, though. So the winner goes to Nathan Davis and Drew Hirschko. They will move on to the trophy dash, and Bob Raimondo locked into the A main. The rest will go to the C and D main. That's Ernie Williams, Roger Wagner, Noah Denslow, Ted Deckard, and Paul Berthwick. Oh, and Ryan Wilson. Excuse me, forgot about Ryan. All right, coming up next, got Jacob Fields. Going to be leading these guys out. Looks like we're going to have about 5 heat races. I do believe 6 heat races. 5, 6. I don't know. 5, I think. 5 heat races. All right, rolling out. So Jacob Fields, John Fiddler, Eric Ross, a newcomer to the field here, Braden Eiler, Anthony Lepresto, Blake Peterson, Scott Masick, Dawson Fletcher, and Paul. Oh, I thought he was in there. I don't know. Maybe he isn't going to qualify, or maybe he isn't. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Paul. I think he's having some computer problems or something. I don't know what the deal is there. Here we go. Jacob Fields and John Fiddler on the front row, and this is heat race number 3. All right, field's tightened up and they're ready to go green. Here they go, green, green, green. Good start by everybody, good smooth start. Fiddler in second. Look for Fiddler to get up there a little higher than that, because I know he's a very good racer. Both of those guys up front are awesome, excellent racers. Third place, Braden Eiler right now is trying to hold off Mike Peterson. I'm sorry, that's not what the heck is that? I can't catch him. Eric Ross, there you go, thank you. I'm going to fire that cameraman. Eric Ross trying to get a run here. Coming to the lead, showing his stuff, showing his muscles out here tonight, folks. Showing he's got what it takes to run with these guys. And man, I'll tell you what, he's doing a fabulous job of it. Go side by side with Braden Eiler. Once that third place, he would really like to put a name down for himself there and show up into the A main, locking himself in. So he's got to really get busy here trying to get that run on Braden Eiler. Braden following the leaders around. And they are up on the high side. And boy, Eric Ross is looking down on the bottom. He just can't seem to get that run that he needs to get by Braden Eiler. A little slick down there on the bottom. He's going to have to really dig down there on the bottom and try to do the slide job up in front of him if he's going to be able to make it. Eiler third, Fiddler still trying to catch up to Jacob Fields. It's been all Jacob Fields up front. Nobody's been able to do anything with him so far. Eiler holding off Eric Ross, and Eric Ross is in trouble. Anthony Lepresto comes up on Eric Ross now. Oh, and Eric Ross into the wall. That's going to put him back to 5th place. That's all it takes is a little mistake like that, and that can happen. Dawson Fletcher now catches up with Eric Ross, and he's got a pretty good run here on the bottom. Slide job up in front of Eric. And Eric Ross comes right back on the bottom and retakes that position from him. Now the battle up here is from Anthony Lepresto and Braden Eiler. Braden saying, man, why does everybody want to battle with me? Lepresto, slide job up in front of Braden Eiler. Eiler does the crossover, comes back, right back into 3rd place. Nice move, Braden. That was professional as all get out right there. And these two are still racing. Anthony Lepresto, whoa, almost made contact there with Braden. Boy, they both kept it steady, though. There you go, slide job up in front of him, but he's not. He's giving Braden the upper line there. Now they make contact. Oh, Eiler into the wall. Poor Braden. I don't know, I think that's going to bring out a caution, folks, because, boy, he was flipping everywhere. Yes, that will bring out a caution. All right, we'll have 1 lap to go when they get the green here, folks. 1 lap to decide who's going to be the 3 moving on here. Front 2 going to the trophy dash and the 3rd one locked in. So 1 lap shootout for these guys. Single file restarts, that makes it even tougher for the guys, but if you got the car to get it, that's that's what you're gonna have to get it right on this start right away. So John Fiddler, he's looking to try to capitalize on that. Dawson Fletcher now in 3rd, trying to lock himself in as it looks like they're going green. Everybody tighten up. Green flag is out. 1 lap. Don't see anybody getting into one another, so it could be a good lap. Fiddler 2nd, Fletcher in 3rd, and I think that was it. Or did they get another caution here? Something happened there. Could have been a false start. Sometimes the guys, they have a tendency, they want to jump to the start. And I think that's probably what happened. So we're going to still have 1 lap to go here, folks. If you go a little early, you do get warned by the admins. I'll tell you, you kind of jump the gun a little bit. They have a starting place that's marked kind of like right at the pit road entrance, and you start before that. It's kind of jump starting there. So, but here we go back again. They're lining up. We'll go green this time by, I do believe. All right, here we go. Here we go. Green, green, green. That was a whole bunch better start right there. Second place, John Fiddler. Dawson Fletcher hanging on to third. I'll tell you what, Eric Ross is doing everything he can. He's digging. Can he do it? Can he do the slide job on Fletcher? Not going to have enough horsepower to get by him, and that's going to wrap it up, folks. I do believe right there, Jacob Fields will come home with the win. And John Fiddler, those two will move on to the Trophy Dash, and Dawson Fletcher locked into the A main. So congrats to those three drivers. The rest will go to the D and C main. All right, heat race number 4 coming right up here, folks. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. This is when it really starts getting interesting and good. All right, looks like Michael Sheridan going to be the next around here to come out in heat race number 4. All right, rolling out. Michael Sheridan, John Batista, Brock Garris, Ross Phillips, Mark Penske, Jeff Peterson, Michael Hembold, and Lyle Johnson up next. One I'm missing here tonight, Timothy Smith, not making it here tonight. That is our points leader. He does have a 48-point lead over Nathan Davis, so this will be a good night for Nathan Davis to try to gain some ground on him a little bit. Some of these other guys gain a little ground too, so pretty cool. Timothy kind of laying out tonight. All right, here we go. Green, green, green. And Batista looking to try to get by Michael Sheridan. Not going to happen. Ross Phillips in third. And we may have a pass. Batista's got a pretty good run here. He takes it clear down in that rough part of the track on the inside and does make the pass complete. So he takes over the lead from Michael Sheridan. Battle going on back here for fourth right now. Brock Garris, Mark Penske, these guys battling for position. They're side by side in a great battle here. Jeff Peterson looking on and right behind them. You can see just how difficult this is to try to get by somebody up here when they're battling like this. Riding along here with Jeff Peterson. And Peterson takes a look to the inside, not able to do it. Gets a little slip out there, and well, I'll tell you what, it looks like it's getting really slick for these guys. He's not going to be able to get by Brock Garrison fourth. Penske now in third. Ross Phillips second. I think no, I'm sorry, I take that back. Michael Sheridan in second. Ross Phillips in third. Little separation between these three as John Batista starts putting on a clinic out here for these guys. Hey, we got a visitor in the booth. Okay. Very cool. Is she ready to talk? I will open the mic. No. Okay, alright. Well, we got a special guest in the booth here. I'm getting a pretty bad echo. Well, Michaela, say your last name. Dumsney, okay. Well, tell us a little background about you as these guys are finishing up with this heat race.
Okay, so I'm from Sydney, Australia, a little place about northwest of Sydney, about 45 minutes, and my family's all into racing, both sides. So my dad is an Australian champion, actually raced over here as well. He raced sprint cars, NASCAR, all kinds of other things. Motocross a little bit at one point, bikes. My mum also used to race, my grandfather raced, I raced, my three brothers raced, and then I went on to doing some pit reporting after I had a decent crash in a wingless sprint, and now I've moved to the US to pursue another career over here in motorsport, and I'm studying at Indiana University and taking courses in motorsport out of IUPUI in Indianapolis. So yeah.
Wow, that's quite impressive.
Thanks. Yeah, it's kind of long to explain, but that was the short version.
Yeah, well, that's good. Well, from what I understand, you're going to be helping us a little bit this season, huh?
Sure am.
Right, I can't wait.
To it. It's going to be fun.
Well, Charles, I'll let you talk about it a little bit. Charles?
That helps. I don't unmute my mic. Yeah, we are going to be doing the midget series on Wednesday night. Michaela will be in the booth, making me sound a little better, hopefully. And with any luck, you know, maybe we can get her in here on Friday or Thursdays as well. That obviously being completely up to her, but yeah, going to be having her in the booth for some midget racing on Wednesday nights.
Very cool, man. That's going to be fun. Well, I wish you the best of luck, because I'll tell you what, it sounds to me like with that racing background you've got, Michaela, it's going to be fun to listen to you.
Thank you. It's definitely going to be different. I mean, I've done pit reporting, but commentating's a whole new ball game for me. So I'm hoping all the drivers will be patient with me. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.
Yes, I can't wait, man. It's going to be really cool. But you know, with a person with your background, I mean, that makes us look pretty dumb.
No, not at all.
That's quite impressive, though.
Thank you.
Well, let me finish this up here because I think they're only got a couple laps to go here. Michael Sheridan second, Brock Garrison third. I don't know, are you in there, Michaela, watching?
I am. I just got it up about a minute ago.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Well, it looks like that might have wrapped up that heat race. I think we've got one more heat race to go. So John Batista, Michael Sheridan will go on to the Trophy Dash, and Brock Garris locking himself into the A main, but will not be able to take qualifying time. Well, we may have a Michaela in here helping us here in a little bit. That'll be really cool. With the background that she's got, that's, man, that is so impressive that, you know, with the racing, the whole family racing like that, she's got way more knowledge about this stuff than I do, I'm sure. But, man, I'm telling you, it's going to be fun. You guys are going to love it. I think you'll love having her in the booth with Charles come Wednesdays. Well, thank you all for tuning in tonight. We appreciate it very much. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the video there, folks. And also, please do subscribe if it's your first time here. Got one more heat race to go here. Kyle Trevathan will be leading these guys out. Part of the Elite 7 group, Kyle Trevathan. One of the sponsors here. And, well, and I'll tell you, packed house here tonight for sure. Get ready to roll out here. Could be heat race number 5. Should be the final heat race, I do believe. And remember, the top 2 move on to the trophy dash. And whoever finishes 3rd is locked into the A main, but they will not get to qualify for their position. They will start where, I guess they go by times or something. I'm not sure exactly how they do that. And the rest will go to the C and D main, and then that's when they start eliminating drivers. So that'll be kind of interesting. Start out with the D main. The front 4 will move on to the C main, and they'll continue like that. Then they'll run the C main. The top 4 will go to the B main, and with the ones that are locked in between the trophy dash and 3rd place, they'll run the B main, and only the top 5 will go into the A main. So here we go, green, green, green. Should be the final heat race here. Kyle Trevathan, side by side back here. Aaron Theriot. Whoa. Wow, that was a little ugly there. Jason Nygaard got a little swirly, but he got it straightened out. Oh, and contact! Oh, and he did hit the wall, but contact made between those 2 drivers. That will bring out a caution, folks. That's enough to bring out a caution. 2 cars get sideways like that, that does bring out a caution. Little crazy action going on there, but this is the last of the heat races here that these guys trying to do everything they can to get in there. Alright, some guys catching up to the back of the field here. And it looks like it is going to be a double file restart. I'm thinking it would be single, but I'm thinking that they didn't count them laps. Yeah. So once they get caught up here and get all sorted out, we're going to get back green here, folks. Still waiting on some drivers here. Kyle Trevathan, Jason Nygaard, Aaron Theriot, Evan Schroeder, DJ LeVere, Dakota Kuhn, Roy Wagaman, and Mike Roxbury. 5th and final heat race here of the night, folks. I do believe. The final one. Here we go. Green, green, green. All right, second place, Jason Nygaard. Now the battle back here for third, Evan Schroeder. Oh, wow, man, look at the move there. That was Aaron Theriot just put on Evan Schroeder to bring it into third. And now it's a good side-by-side battle there going well. It was. Evan Schroeder now back to fourth position. Just outside that window, Troy Wagaman. And Dakota Coon, boy, they're almost 3 wide back here, battling really hard. And Troy Wagaman does get by Evan Schroeder. And now we got a battle here between Jason Nygaard and Aaron Theriot. Theriot up on the high side, right up there near the cushion. Oh, contact between them two. Nygaard out of shape, gonna lose that position. Troy Wagaman goes into that position real quick. Third place for Troy. Locking himself into the A main. It doesn't look like he's done yet. Almost did a slide job there on Aaron Theriot. Meantime here, Kyle Trevathan is getting away as these two battle side by side. He's loving it up there. He is. And you guys keep battling because I'm just pulling away. And Wagaman does get around Aaron Theriot. Theriot comes back on the inside. And he does complete the pass. Wagaman trying to get, he's going to redo that. And he is going to go back around. These guys swapping it up here every lap. It seems like one of them didn't run on the other one. That's what it's all about out here, folks. This is a full contact sport. You come here and expect to not get bumped or get passed or something, man, you're in the wrong line of business. Oh, I just seen contact there between a couple of drivers. Aaron's there. Now there's 3 wide back here. Holy smokes, they get it straightened out, though. I don't know how they did that. Dakota Coon goes into third. Man, that was pretty ugly right there. Aaron Theriot goes back to fourth. CJ LeVere, excuse me, in fifth place. Nygaard gets bumped all the way back to sixth. Not where he wants to be. He's going to be out of it if he's not, if he doesn't get back up there. Wagaman, second place behind Kyle Trevathan, locking himself in to the trophy dash. That's just what these guys race for. They want to be in that trophy dash. And it looks like that's going to be it right there, folks. Kyle Trevathan and Troy Wagaman go to the trophy dash, and Dakota Coon moving on to the A main, getting the free ride. So very good. Congratulations to them guys. All right, folks, D main coming up next. Stay with us, don't go anywhere, and we'll be back with the D main here in just a minute, folks. The D main will be 10 laps. That'll be part of the field back there, and 4 drivers will be, the top 4 will move on to the C main. So let's see who can get to the C main. All right, folks, don't forget, coming up tomorrow night, or I'm sorry, Saturday night, not tomorrow night, but Saturday night, we'll be back here on MaxSpeedTV with the Lombard Online Racing Association, their truck series. That'll be a very good race. So that'll be at 3:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 Eastern. And then Sunday night, we'll be back with the Sim Racing Authority Truck Series on the iRacing portal at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. So make sure you tune in for that. D-Main coming up next here, folks, as they get everything ironed out. We'll get that started. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, folks, coming up here in just a minute, the D-Main, Scott Masick, Douglas Wyatt, Ryan Wilson, Lyle Johnson, Mike Roxbury, Paul Berthwick, and John Winkler going to be coming out here. All right, they're under green. Here we go. Green, green, green. This is the top 4. Well, moving on. The rest will go home, folks. So the battle's going to be back here for second, third, fourth, and on back. Scott Masick second right now. Lyle Johnson third, and Ryan Wilson in fourth. Top 4 racing to get into the C main. And a little bit of passing going on up here. We got Douglas Wyatt getting passed up by Scott Masick. Masick goes into the lead with Douglas Wyatt back to second. Wyatt, boy, that car looks really squirrely on him. You can tell this track is really getting slick out here, folks. It's really getting bad. Lyle Johnson in third and Mike Roxbury now in fourth, racing his way in. Make it to the D main, or the C main, excuse me. Wyatt second. Good strong run for Douglas here, newcomer to the league. All chasing down Scott Masick. Scott, one of the veteran boys here. He's been here for a while, off and on, but good racer, good clean racer. That's what it takes. Only got 10 laps to sort this thing out. So Lyle Johnson way down on the bottom. Now way up high into the wall. Just a slight tap, but he gets a good run off the corner, and we'll hold on to that third place. Roxbury fourth, in danger of losing that. Paul Berthwick now in fifth. Up there on the high side, looks like he's going to go into fourth, maybe. Roxbury trying to fight back, but Berthwick too strong on the high side, is going to get that pass, and he will make it to the C main if he can stay there. In the meantime, the leader getting away here, Scott Masick and Douglas Wyatt, second place. Lyle Johnson third, Paul Berthwick fourth. This is where it's really getting interesting back here to see who's going to make it in, who isn't. Right now, Berthwick's in, but here comes Mike Roxbury trying to make that run. He wants in. He does not want to go home. This is Berthwick's first race here with the league, so man, this would really set a precedence for him, showing what he's got out here and racing his way in here tonight. Oh, a little close call right there, almost up into the wall, but he's closing up on Lyle Johnson for third. Right there, but getting by him is going to be a whole nother story. That's what I always say, you know, getting close to somebody. Oh, contact! And that's going to put Berthwick, I'll get it out right. He's going to be back quite a ways now. Roxbury takes over that fourth position. As caution does fly. All right, folks, we'll have 3 laps left when we get the green. Right now, Scott Masick in first, Douglas Wyatt second, Lyle Johnson third, Mike Roxbury fourth. Not sure what happened to Berthwick, but he's going to be way back in the field now. Ryan Wilson fifth, and Berthwick sitting on pit road. Wow, okay. May be out here before it's all over. Looks like he did take his car behind the wall. Oh, Paul, you blew the motor. No, I thought you got a reset. All right, back under green here, folks. 3 laps to go. Douglas Wyatt second. Lyle Johnson third. And we may have a pass here. Ryan Wilson trying to get by Mike Roxbury. Not going to happen this time. Only 5 of them left in here. 4-1. Nobody wants to be that last place right now. Nobody wants to be Ryan Wilson. He's really trying to find something on the bottom there to get that pass. Man, it's going to be so difficult. Johnson third. I think you got 1 more lap to go here, folks. Scott Masick going to come home with the win here. Pretty much guaranteeing his way into the C main, folks. The front 4 go on, the rest go home. Wyatt in second. Lyle Johnson third. And Ryan Wilson looks like, looks like Ryan Wilson will be the 4th place. I'm not sure about that. They'll get it sorted out. The admins will. But I do believe Ryan Wilson crossed the line there ahead of Mike Roxbury. So congratulations to those 4 moving on to the trophy, or the C main here, folks. C main coming up here in just a minute, so don't go anywhere. Alright, looks like we got C main here lining up. So Jason Nygaard, Braden Eiler, Ross Phillips, Doyle Lowrance, Anthony Lepresto, Mark Pinsky, and I think Evan Schroeder's in that too. Yeah, Evan's in it. Noah Denslow, Rafe Slate, Ed Deckard, and oh, not Scott Massick. He's already in it. Ryan Wilson. Yeah, Lyle Johnson, Douglas Wyatt, Scott Massick. Yeah, all these guys now. Top 4. Top 4 goes to the B main, right? The rest will go home, folks. I got 15 laps here. C main. Like Doyle's gonna lead them off here. Doyle, newcomer to the league here just in the last couple recent weeks, and has really showed some promise here, looking really strong. So let's see what he can do here in the C main. Like they're lined up, ready to go green, and there we go, green, green, green. Braden Eiler quickly gets into second. Remember, the top 4 go on, the rest will go home. Nobody wants to go home. Noah Denslow in third, and Braden Eiler to the lead. Nice pass on Doyle. Oh, Doyle just goes back to 4th in. He's going to get together with a couple more drivers back here. They're really bouncing off of each other. Oh, and he gets into somebody else, and he gets spun out. I think that will bring out a caution, folks. I'm not sure. Yes, that does bring out a caution. Not what Braden wanted to see. Not what Braden wanted to see at all, folks. Noah Denslow second, Jason Nygaard third, and Ross Phillips now 4th place. Front 4 go on, the rest will go home. Nobody wants to go home tonight. This is just exactly how they do it in real life, folks. There's a lot of waiting for some drivers. They have to wait their turn to get out there on the track. Patience is what it takes here. A lot of patience. Well, it'll be single file restart. All right, they're back to green. Braden Eiler with a good jump on that lead. Noah Denslow in second. A little contact here between Jason Nygaard and Ross Phillips. Right behind him now is going to be Rafe Slade. He's trying to race his way in. He gets a pretty good run on the outside there, but not enough to get by Ross Phillips. But he is in the top four. The four go on. The rest go home. Nobody wants to go home here tonight. I'm sure a lot of guys will be hanging out and chat or watching the race in the room or whatever, but nobody wants to go home. 3 wide. Holy smokes, are 3 wide, folks. Jason Nygaard down on the bottom. Doesn't make it stick, though. Rafe Slate now driving it around. He is going to pass up Anthony Lepresto. Those two battling really hard. Lepresto down on the bottom now, taking over that position. He's got 4th. He wants to make sure he makes it into the B main. While these guys are racing, we got a good race going on here between Ross Phillips and Noah Denslow. Ross goes into second. Good run for Ross Phillips tonight. Meantime, Braden Eiler getting away, locking himself into the B main here, folks. Everybody's racing to get into the A main. And Anthony Lepresto does get passed up again by Noah Denslow. But he's still in 4th place. He's still locked in to make it to the B main. Back behind him quite a ways is Jason Nygaard. He does not want to go home, I can assure you that. He's a great racer, and I'll tell you, he just kind of not with it here tonight with Knoxville. Knoxville's a pretty difficult track. It's a lot bigger on the straightaways. These cars are so hard to keep them straight anyhow. They want to turn, I think it's to the right. They want to turn to the right, so or left, excuse me. So you got to turn the wheel more to the right to make them go. So they're pretty difficult. Denslow, and he's going to get passed up right there. Anthony Lepresto does the slide job on him, and Noah comes right back around, does the slide job on him. Nice passing by them two. They don't have to race each other that hard because they're both locked in, but they've got to make sure that they do steer clear because Pinsky's coming. We know Mark can be a pretty difficult driver to beat out here. Does not want to go home, but boy, the way these guys are racing up here, almost contact again. Anthony Lepresto and Noah Denslow. Did anybody give them the memo saying, hey, you're locked in? You don't need to race each other that hard. Nobody passed that memo on, huh? Ross Phillips, 2nd place, but all chasing Braden Eiler, our leader. He's been out front since about the 2nd lap, and well, I guess about the 3rd lap, I guess. He's got a couple more laps to go here to finish this up, to hold that on. So, and he knows Ross Phillips is very strong. Ross quite a ways behind him, though. He's got a lot of ground to make up. Lepresto into 3rd now. Does get around Noah Denslow. But here comes, whoops, sorry about that, Mark Penske. I think that was it right there. So Braden Eiler going to be moving on. 2nd place, Ross Phillips, Anthony Lepresto, and Noah Denslow. Those 4 move on to the B main, folks. The rest go home. That is Mark Penske, Rafe Slate, Jason Nygaard, Ted Deckard, Scott Masick, Evan Schroeder, Lyle Johnson, and Ryan Wilson. They will all go home. Again, congratulations to Braden, Ross, Anthony, and Noah. they will make it to the B main. That'll be coming up here just a couple of minutes, folks, so don't go anywhere. Stay right where you're at. That'll be coming up next. No, next is the trophy dash. My bad. I am sorry. My bad. That is the trophy dash here. I almost forgot about that. And that will be Derek Walker, Nathan Davis, Jacob Fields, Michael Sheridan, Kyle Trevathan, Drew Hirchko, John Fiddler, John Batista, and Zach Round. Troy Wagaman, and Ryan Wilson's not in it. So they will, this is the trophy dash. Now this is just racing for position, how they're going to start in the A main. It'll be 10 laps here to decide in which order they will start 1st through 10th. All right, green, green, green. Batista up on the high side. There goes Nate Davis around. Boy, them two battling up really hard already. And they're 2 wide, 3 wide behind them. Holy smokes, I'm telling you, these guys are really putting on a show. And this is just for the starting position. Jacob Fields into 3rd. Hasn't completely totally locked that position up yet, though. He's still battling it side by side. Derek Walker now in 4th. Does not want to start back in the field. The closer to the front you can be, the better off, because it's so hard to pass here. They will start out with a semi-fresh track, not really all that fresh. And Nathan Davis, and he's already up there near the cushion. All these guys locked into the A main, folks. It's racing for position. Jacob Fields in 3rd, Derek Walker 4th, Kyle Trevathan 5th. Riding along here with Nathan Davis, chasing down John Batista. Jacob Fields, ooh, he may have a pass working here, but Nathan Davis is going to be a little strong on that outside. Does stay ahead of him in 2nd, but this is becoming quickly a really big battle here going on between them two for 2nd place. Walker hanging on to 4th. Oh, contact, almost hitting the inside wall. Good save by Derek Walker. Probably the save of the race right there so far. Trevathan in 5th. Getting spread out around the track a little bit here. Troy Wagum in 6th place. Background 7th. And John Fiddler now back to 8th place. And way back, whoops, sorry about that. Way back in the back here is Drew Hirschko. These guys continue to battle here side by side. Troy Wagaman way up there near the cushion. Trevathan. Walker in 4th. Jacob Fields 3rd. Nate Davis 2nd. And John Batista leading it out here, folks. I'm not sure, but they might let these guys go out there and tear up the track a little bit for practice. They usually do for maybe 4 or 5 minutes. But all right, well, looks like that's going to wrap it up for, boy, that trophy dash went quick. 10 lap to John Batista coming home with the top spot. So congratulations, he will start on the pole position in the A main. Nathan Davis 2nd, Jacob Fields 3rd, Derek Walker 4th, Al Trevathan 5th, Troy Wagaman 6th, Background 7th, John Fiddler 8th, Drew Hirschko 9th, and some of these guys did not even go out there on the track, I guess. So that's how they will line up, folks. Congratulations to John Batista. Alright, next up will be the B main. Alright, folks, B main time. Only the front 5 will move on, so definitely keep an eye, a very close eye on that front 5. If we can get an account here of where everybody is. Anthony Lepresto, Mark Penske, Braden Eiler raced his way in there, winning the C main. Noah Denslow, Michael Hembolt, Britton Roxbury, Aaron Theriot, Jeff Peterson, Ernie Williams, DJ LeVere, and Eric Ross, the newcomer. John Fowler, Ross Phillips, Mike Peterson, all racing for position out here. This is only the top 5 will make it, so boy, this will be interesting. See if who's going to be on top here. Alright, B main, folks. B main coming right up here, and they will be doing 20 laps. And only 5 go on to the trophy dash, or to the main, I mean the A main. Only 5 drivers. So, but it's going to be a battle from 5th on back. Everybody wants to make that cutoff. Whoever doesn't make it in the top 5 here goes home, folks. Field's thinning down because only 20 drivers can race in the A main. Waiting on Britain to get the okay from the admins here to get going. And there they go. Green, green, green. Good start by Britton Roxbury. Very nice start of the race right there, folks. Ernie Williams in second. Here comes Eric Ross, the newcomer. Trying to get going with these guys. And we do have a caution. Caution on the track, folks. I did not see where that caution was, but it might have been somebody in, I think it might have been Ernie Williams. No, it wasn't Ernie. I'm not sure who that was that got caught up into that. Somebody's coming to pit road now. Looks like it may be John Fowler. So John may, he may have got some damage on his car there. Something happened. Alright, remember 20 laps, folks. They got 20 laps here to decide who the top 5 are going to be going into the A main. Hey, Michaela. How you doing, Michaela? I hope you're enjoying the show. Everybody's enjoying it very good here. So got quite a few viewers out there. Hopefully everybody's enjoying it. I know I am. This is some good racing. A main will be coming up right after this, folks. Like John Fowler gets a new car. He'll start at the back of the field. They go single file here, getting ready to restart. All right, here we go. Back to green. Second place, Ernie Williams hanging on to it. Eric Ross in third, Aaron Theory at fourth. And this is the battle right here, what I said about the battle for 5th place to make it into that A main. And it looks like a battle between CJ LeBaire and Jeff Peterson. LeBaire gets by the inside. Peterson goes back one, just outside, looking in though. He wants into this race. Got one into the wall back there. I didn't see who that was, but and that does bring out another caution here, folks. We'll get through it. Takes a little time. Hey, Jarrett, how you doing? Good to see you there, Jarrett. Long time no see, brother. B main time here, folks. Top 5 go to the A main. 20 laps if we can get it in here. I believe we still got about 18 to go. They didn't only turn a couple of laps here under green. All right, lined up, ready to go green. Roxbury bringing them to the line. Ernie Williams second. Green is out. Good start by everybody. Eric Ross third. They're in fourth, and boy, these guys are really putting the pressure on Aaron Theriot right now. Everybody wants in. TJ LeBaire, 5th place. Jeff Peterson coming up on the inside. LeBaire can't get the run. He stays in 6th place for right now, but he's got company. Anthony Lepresto. We've seen a lot coming out of Anthony lately. Look at that run he just got on the outside there of Jeff Peterson. Lepresto really keeping it on here. Ooh, a little out of shape there, LeBaire, but he's going to hang on to it. He's got to, because 5th place is where... Oh, Lepresto and Peterson going around. We got a couple of cars around here, folks. Yep, we got a couple of cars go around. That was Lepresto. Let me find him. He's going to probably have to come to pit road to get that car looked at. Yeah, that was pretty ugly right there for him. Britton Roxbury continuing to lead. All right, they'll have 15 to go when they get the green here, folks. They've only completed 5 laps. And I do believe, I think that was the 3rd caution that they had on the track, so. No, they're just racing really hard up here right now. Only the front 5 can make it. And the rest of the field battling so hard back there, it's really hard to not get caught up into something. You got to take that chance to try to pass somebody, so you're pushing your car over the limit sometimes, and you do make contact with somebody, and you get spun. Somebody makes contact with you, so it's gonna happen out here. Everybody's racing so hard. 5 go on to the A main, the rest go home. Nobody wants to go home. Everybody wants to stay here tonight. Everybody wants to completely finish this race. They want to be in that A main. Britton Roxbury, Ernie Williams, Eric Ross, Aaron Theriot, and CJ LeBaire. That is your top 5. Just outside is Braden Eiler, trying to race his way into the A main. Has done excellent tonight, winning the C main. Now he's got to win. He's got to get in that top 5 here for the B main, folks. Good luck to Braden Eiler. Fowler in here, Ross Phillips, Mike Peterson, Michael Hembold, and Anthony Lepresto now at the back of the field. All right, about one more lap here, and I think they're going to cut them loose. Well, I miss you guys too, Jarrett. A lot. Yep. After 12 seasons of broadcasting over there, it's kind of difficult, you know. Anyhow, here we go, folks. I try not to think about it. All right, back under green. Ernie Williams second. Ross third. Boy, Eric's doing well here for his first time racing with these guys tonight. This is pretty impressive. Aaron Theriot and CJ LeBaire, and LeBaire gets around Aaron Theriot. Let's see if Aaron Theriot can get the run and go back around. He takes it to the bottom. Braden Eiler still wants in that top 5. Now he starts racing with Aaron Theriot. He is up on the high side where he can get that run. Theriot's going to lose that position. He goes back to the 6th place. That's just outside where he wants to be in the window. Eiler doing great up here, man. I'm telling you, really doing great. What a fine young man right there. That guy's a great young man. Good, clean racer. That's what it takes. Just inside that top 5 right now, but barely. Aaron Theriot's starting to put the pressure on. Aaron takes it clear down on the bottom and does almost get a twofer out of that. And he's still battling here. Battling with CJ LeBaire. Up ahead of them is Eric Ross and Ernie Williams. Ernie Williams did get around Eric Ross. Eric hasn't, or excuse me, but Eric did catch up to him. So he is in 3rd right now, making it into the A main. But while these guys are racing, Britton Roxbury's getting away. Just exactly what he wanted. He wants them guys back there racing side by side, battling for position, because while they're battling, he's just pulling away. LeBaire and Eiler, that's the cutoff. Eiler getting back around Aaron Theriot. And now they're 3 wide. Eiler taking a look, and oh, Theriot almost got into the back of Eiler. Close right there. Eiler in, but Theriot out right now in 6th place. Everybody trying to make it into the top 5 as Braden Eiler does make it in so far. If he can hold on to it, looks like they may. We may add another caution, I do believe. Yep. I do believe we had another caution, folks. If I can find the leader here. There he is, Britton Roxbury. Gotta keep looking around for him. Yep, caution on the track, so. All right, folks, they'll have 5 laps to go when they get the green. 5 to go. Field has thinned down just a little bit here, but we've still got about 8 or about 9 guys left in it. Excuse me, 10. 10 guys left in it. And only 5 will go home. That means 5 of these guys. 5 will go home, 5 will go on to the A main. I'll get it out. They're tightening up the field here a little bit. Looks like we're going back green, folks. There they go. Green, green, green. Ernie Williams and Aaron Ross. CJ LeBaire making it in. Braden Eiler. Now the battle's back here. Oh, and contact between Fowler. Oh, we got about a 4-car pile up here. Holy smokes. And Michael Hembold, what a flip that he made. I don't know if we can go back and catch that or not. Let me see if we can. We'll try here, folks. Let's see what happens. Riding along here with Michael Hembold. Battle real hard. He gets caught up into that and he goes for a ride, flipping everywhere. Ouch. What a ride Michael Hembold went for. He gets it back on the wheels though, gets it going. He's going to come to pit road and get that checked out though. Meantime, Britton Roxbury continuing to lead. Should have about 3 to go here, folks. All right, Ernie Williams 2nd, Eric Ross 3rd, Jay LeBaire in 4th, and Braden Eiler. That's your top 5 if they can make it in. And I think they're getting ready to go back green. Green, green, green. Good start by everybody. Ernie Williams. A little bit of a distance there between him and the leader. These guys don't need to race it up too hard. They're all locked in right now. If they can just hold on to the 5th place right there, Braden Eiler. And here comes Mark Penske coming from the back of the field. He does not want to go home. Eiler. That is the cutoff. Nothing would make that young man any happier than to make it into the A main. And well, I'll tell you, he can keep it up here for another lap or two. He's going to do it. Roxbury clearly going to come home with the win here tonight. It should be the final lap right here, I think, folks. Roxbury. Ernie Williams in 2nd, Eric Ross 3rd, TJ LeVere 4th, and Braden Eiler 5th. Come around to take the last lap of the race. I do believe that's going to be it. Or it should be. Yes, sir, that does wrap it up right there. So moving on will be Britton Roxbury, Ernie Williams, Eric Ross, CJ LeVere, and Braden Eiler. Moving on to the A main. Congratulations to those 4 guys. Folks, we'll be back in just a couple of minutes here with the A main coming up. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time here. You can check out our full schedule at MaxSpeedTV.com. Also follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. Looks like they're going to let the guys go out here and practice a little bit. So enjoy here for just a couple of minutes while we get everything straightened out. And we'll be back in a minute with the A main. seconds left here, folks. Letting these are the drivers that finished third in the heat races, so they're letting them go out here and practice a little bit, get ready for the A main. So they should be finishing up here right directly, and we're going to be getting on to the A main. So don't go anywhere. Lots of racing to come. Well, shout out to some of our sponsors here tonight, folks. The Sim Speed Shop on board. You can look them up there at simspeedshop.com. HRE Motorsports, Elite 7, B2R, Virtual to Reality TV, and Dirtco Media on board here as official sponsors. And Ohio IndyCar League. Don't forget them. They're on board as a sponsor as well. So. All right, John Batista going to be rolling out here. Now, he is the official, he will be the official pole setter once they get all lined up here. Now, it will not roll out that way. It will roll out as iRacing put them in order. And once they do their 5, they're going to do about 4 or 5 laps around here. And they're going to do the official 4-wide salute. We're going to see it all here tonight. So, folks, that is so awesome. Whenever you see that, it's going to kind of bring tears to your eyes. I'm telling you, it is so awesome. Just the way they do it in real life. It's pretty awesome. Alright, folks, and they will be doing, I believe it's 40 laps officially. This is what these guys have been racing for. It's the best of the best out here right now. John Batista, Drew Hirschko, Nate Davis, Michael Sheridan, Braden Eiler making it in, Derek Walker. It'll help if I pop that up, huh? Let's see, Jacob Fields, Britton Roxbury, Bob Ramundo, Al Trevathan, Ernie Williams, TJ LeVere, Eric Ross, Christopher Taggett, Brock Garris, Zach Rounds, John Fiddler, Dakota Kuhn, Dawson Fletcher, and Troy Wagaman. So, pretty big field here. They get all ready here to get things started. And we'll be right along here in just a minute as they get everything lined up. Alright, Pace Truck's going to dive in here in just a minute, and they'll have a few laps here to get things organized. All the fireworks going off, meaning that the race is about to start. It will not go green here now. Pace Truck's in, they will not go green.
Green, green, green!
They've got 5 laps to get started here, get all lined up in the order that they are supposed to run here tonight. So that meaning John Batista will be on the front row. He is our official pole setter here tonight. They'll get all lined up. There we go. All right, him and Nate Davis starting on the front row together. That should be really good. That'll be good. 20 drivers. Racing 4 points. Hey Brandon, how you doing? SJB Homebrew, how's it going? Well, I thought we were going to see the 4 wide salute here. I think they're still trying to get it organized or something. Not sure. Yep, here they go. We're going to get it organized now. All right, this is the really cool part, folks, right here. This is the cool part. Everybody's waiting to get up there. Make it the official 4 wide salute, folks, coming up. This is what it's all about. This is so awesome. The way these guys do this every week. This is so awesome. Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. Here we are at Knoxville. 4 wide salute going on. This is amazing stuff. Look at that. Isn't that a pretty picture? Yeah. That is what it's all about right there. 4 wide salute. Done every night at every dirt track around the nation, around the world, I think, the way they do it. I really don't know about other countries, but I'm just saying that I think it's pretty much a tradition that they do that, the 4 wide salute at pretty much almost every dirt track that I know of. All right, they get organized back up here to the way they're going to be going. And then they'll get the official green flag here by the admins. They should be getting the green the next time by. John Batista going to bring him to the line. Him and Nate Davis. Should be good. This should be really good. Well, you can expect 3 wide out here tonight. I can tell you that. You can expect that. That's going to happen. The way these guys race and as hard as they race each other, you're going to see it. All right, folks, here we go. Green, green, green. We're underway for the DSRL Dirt Slingers Series here tonight. Great racing going on. Nate Davis in second. Got a little company here with Derek Walker. Oh, he's digging down there on the bottom, almost down in that no man's land. You don't want to get down there too awful close to the bottom. Jacob Fields in third, and Derek's not giving up on him. He does come up and almost slides into Jacob Fields. Backing the field a little further here. Zach Brown's making his way up to the 6th place. Wagaman 7th, John Fiddler 8th. No caution yet. Everybody's running really well. Derek Walker goes into 3rd as he tries to chase down Nathan Davis. That could be difficult. Nathan, another one of the biggest winners here in the series. He has put his name on the nameplate there as one of the biggest winners in the series, along with Tim Smith, Zach Rounds, and John Batista. These guys, and Derek Walker. Derek Walker, he was winning a lot here a couple seasons ago. But boy, the competition has just gotten so tough here anymore. It's very, very difficult for you to get a win and win a championship. So, Nate Davis, boy, was right there on John Batista for a second. The battle back here is heating up. Everybody's starting to get a little single file action going on here right now. The long race, 45 laps. Fiddler back to 8th. Sheridan 9th. Rounding out the top 10, Britton Roxbury. Just won the B main there. Awesome job by Britton. Another one that has made his statement here bold and loud. Everybody's heard him. He's a good racer. Back up front, John Batista getting away from Nate Davis. John's out there in that clean air, boy. No, well, it's not clean air, but it's clean track, I can say. Walker in 3rd. He's got nobody racing with him right now. He's right there on that bottom line where it starts to get rough into the corners. Really rough right down there, close to that bottom. There's some serious bumps down there, folks. You don't want to hit, man, I'm telling you. Background's into 5th. Troy Wagaman, another one, newcomer to the league, but has made it known he's a good dirt track racer, and he is doing well here in the 360 tonight. Al Trevathan, hey, look to the inside, and I don't know if he's got a run here or not. No. Gonna have to try again. Fiddler. Sheridan 9th, and Britton Roxbury now back to 10th as Michael Sheridan got by him. They're just about 3 wide back here, folks. Derek Walker clear sailing here in 3rd place. Back up front, Nathan Davis still trying to chase down John Batista. Let's go back in the back of the field here. Ernie Williams. We seen he was running really well there a little bit ago. Brock Harris and C.J. LeBaire in a good tight battle. What happened to Troy Wagaman? Something happened there. I don't know if he got into the wall or what, but he is no longer in the race, folks. Christopher Taggett in 11th. Dawson Fletcher 12th. Back up front, Nathan Davis still trying to chase down the leader, John Batista, with Derek Walker closing in. Derek would just love nothing more than to win this here tonight, or at least try to get 2nd. Whole different story for him down there, man. I'm telling you, he is really putting the hammer down. Look at this here. Look at this view, man. This is where it's at right here. I love this view. Oh, what I love is this one, the roll bar view, man, that is pretty awesome too. 3rd place for him though. Background still trying to chase down Jacob Fields. Everybody's up there next to that cushion. Trevathan into 6th. Thank you there, Next Gen. Thank you. Roxbury coming up to 7th. He started way back in the field. Definitely making some big moves here tonight. Coming to 20 to go. Next time by, folks. Dakota Kuhn in 8th. Sheridan a little off his game here tonight, back in 9th place. Nate Davis pulling away from Derek Walker now. Walker in 3rd. A long ways back to Jacob Fields in 4th. Background's 5th place. We've been green the whole way, folks. No caution so far. Knock on wood, no cautions. Nate Davis got a different approach to the turns here than You got to try something different. You know, I mean, if it's what you're working on is not working, you got to try something different. And Nate's trying to see if there's anything left down around the bottom, anything maybe in the middle that he can get a run there and get up with John Batista. Walker third. Good night for Derek Walker tonight. He's had last few weeks he's had some difficulties. Oh, and he just got into the walls. I said that. But he's had some difficulties in getting wrecked out and not finishing well. So maybe if luck stays with him here, he could wind up to come out of here with a third place finish. Background's in fourth. Zach has come from the back of the field to the front. Man, I'm telling you, what a move. Jacob Fields 5th, Kyle Trevathan 6th, and Britton Roxbury 7th. Been a great night here for Britton tonight, won the C main. It was pretty cool. But nobody seems to have anything for John Batista tonight. He's doing really well. Nate Davis, it's not for a lack of trying. Nate is the point, well, he's second in points behind Tim Smith, but this is going to be a big points night for him, closing that gap up a little bit on Tim Smith. They only pay out to the top 20 points, folks. Everybody that finishes 21st on back do not get any points. So that's kind of like the whole reason why you want to make sure you're in there to make it into the top 20. So you do get points. Background still trying to chase down Derek Walker. Walker with a pretty good sizable lead over Zach Brown's now third. 9 to go. Coming to 8 to go at the line here for John Batista. Nate Davis. Had a good solid run here for Nate tonight. Pretty awesome. Come back here and check on Braden Eiler. Back here, 14th position for Braden. Winning the B main, I believe it was. And man, I'm telling you, fine young man right there doing a great job. That's a pretty respectable position right there to have, 14th place. When you're racing with guys like Batista and Nate Davis, Derek Walker, and these guys out here, that's pretty respectable. Well, John Batista is catching up to some of the guys in the back of the field here. Drew Hirschko, next one. He will go a lap down if Batista gets to him. Batista coming pretty loud up through here. Coming to 5 to go, folks. 5 more laps to go, and what Batista really slowed right there. That let Nate Davis close right up on the back of him. Not what he wanted to do. Batista gets it gathered back up though and starts pulling back away from Nathan Davis. Derek said, yeah, that's it, slow up. Uh-oh, something's happened to John Batista's car. We have a caution. Don't know what happened there, but Nate Davis takes over the point. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Batista. Something seriously happened. Let me see if I can find out here. I just talked to Race Control. They said John Batista did run out of fuel, folks. Can you believe it? He was that close on fuel and making a difference. Riding up on the high line like that, you use more fuel. I can't hardly, man, I can't hardly imagine that. But this will be even a better points night for Nate Davis if he can pull out this win. And I'm not sure if the lights are going to go out or not. I don't think they are. Nate Davis is going to come home with the win here, folks. Yeah, because the lights are not going to go out. This is the final lap right here. So big congratulations to Nate Davis. I'm sure he didn't want to win it that way, but you know, things like that do happen. And yeah, that's isn't that something? Who would have thought that, man? John Batista clearly had it won, and now he's going to finish clear back in 16th or 17th place. Man, that, holy smokes. All right, well, checkered flag in the air for Nate Davis to bring home the win here tonight, folks. All right, we'll get him down here just a second and we'll talk to him. So hold on a minute. All right, we've caught up with Nate Davis here. Nate, congratulations on your victory, brother. I know you didn't want to win it that way, but you know, it all looks good on paper, as I always say. What were you thinking there when you seen John Batista slowing and that bringing a caution out?
I knew he was getting low on fuel. I was checking it a few laps ahead and started trying to go low, but after I realized I wasn't going to make it either way, I mean, just kind of pressed it, and there was a guy stopped in turn 4 on the track. I don't know why they didn't clear anything, but it brought out the caution. And iRacing's got where it saves fuel, so I finished with 0.4 in the tank, which, I mean, it's a win. I'm not really too happy about it. Should have had second. He should have had that win for sure. I couldn't ever close the gap, you know, more than half a second usually at the most. He had it the whole time, so, I mean, he should have definitely had that win.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking too. I mean, you know, he would just it's like he just shot out of a cannon, and man, every time you would get kind of semi close to him, he would just pull right back away. And now that when he slowed up there and we seen it looked like he was having trouble, I didn't know that he was out of fuel, but it looked like it was going to maybe heat up a little bit. You know, I thought maybe he made a mistake or something there, got down low, but here he was out of fuel. But wow, what a great win for you. This will help you catch up a little bit there on Timothy Smith, Nate.
I hope so. I mean, I'll take the points. Like I said, I mean, I'm not too happy with the win, the way it finished.
Yeah, I can totally understand that. I know you don't like to win it that way. You know, it was clearly John's race to win, but things do happen. So, well, congratulations to you on the win here, Nate. Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, just give a shout out to Iron Aces, Virtual to Reality, Dirt Division, MaxSpeedTV, you guys in the broadcast, Derek and Zach on their finishes, Roger for putting the race on and taking over the Virtual to Realities, which is going to be starting, I think, tomorrow here as well. And just rough shout out to John. He should have had that win, so appreciate it.
All right, Nate. Well, thanks for talking with us, brother. Go celebrate that victory, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully, Tim will be back next week and try to, you know, stay ahead of you in them points. So, all right.
Thank you.
All right, catching up here with Derek Walker. Derek, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy.
Well, tell us about that second place. I mean, again, this is probably going back to what Nate just said to us, that, he didn't want to get it that way, but you ran a lot stronger here tonight than I've seen you run in a while. And, the competition really hasn't changed. We got a couple newcomers in there, but they were up there battling with you, these strong guys, and you did much better tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this is a full field of amazing drivers. We just went basically caution free that whole race, which is pretty much unheard of.
Yep.
So obviously that caused the fuel issue, which I think will definitely be addressed. I'm not sure the rules on that. I don't know. Being a fixed race, that the fuel is out of our control. So I'm not sure. Not taking anything away from Davis at all, but I do believe that win should belong to Batista for sure.
Oh yeah, well he'll agree with you. He already said, that was definitely John's race, but come out of here in second place. How slick was the track getting there toward the end, Derek? Was it getting pretty slick?
Yeah, it was pretty slick. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. The reset of the track for the B main helps out a lot, I think, with the just going throughout the night and giving us a better racing surface for the A main. It really slicked off there at the end. When you have no caution laps, every lap is tearing the track up. So
yep.
It slicked off pretty quick. I was trying to make that bottom work. I was able to for a while, but if you didn't nail it just right, there wasn't any chance to pass anybody or catch anybody.
Well, you had a really close call there. We've seen you almost get into the inside wall once earlier tonight. And down there, even on that low side, you get down too low, and that's really rough down there. You can't hardly even control the car down there on that bottom, can you?
Yeah, it's really tough to see that inside berm, especially here at night. It's just really hard to tell where the berm is and where the racetrack ends and the berm begins. So I was definitely putting that left front up on there multiple times, and when you do that, it just kills your momentum. You have to completely get out of the throttle, and that happened to me several times. I had some really good laps and was able to close back in on Davis and Batista, and then I would have one bad turn, and lose a half a second on them. So it takes a lot of skill to run that consistently. So my hats go off to Batista and Davis for as good as they ran at the whole race.
Yes, sir. Well, now going back to throughout that pretty much that green flag run, were you watching your relative and watching Zach Rounds come up through the field, because he was picking them off left and right, and were you a little concerned that if it stayed green, he was going to get to you and pass you?
Honestly, I was actually more worried about a caution coming out and closing the gap and putting him right behind me on the restarts, because you know how crazy those restarts can get sometimes. And I didn't realize he was behind me because I had my hands full trying to just run down Davis and Batista the whole time. So I didn't look in the rear view too much, but when we got close to the end, I wanted to see how much of a comfort zone I had. And I looked up and I saw that Zach had worked his way up there. And I thought, well, if we have a caution, that's a driver that could definitely pull a move on me and get by me in the last little run there at the end of the race.
Yes, sir. Well, I talked quite a bit tonight about Derek. The first, I think it was the first season, just come out here and just spanked everybody. And boy, I'll tell you, the competition level has gone completely out of sight in this league, and it's a lot more difficult for you to try to pull out a championship now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm happy even getting a podium finish these days. The quality of drivers, the caliber of drivers in this league it's improved tremendously. So, I obviously miss the days of being in victory lane quite often, but it makes for much more fun racing whenever you have good competition and good drivers that can get out there and run 40 laps caution free. That makes it a blast. Sure. And I can't wait to see what happens with this league in the future, especially pairing up with V2R like that. It's going to be really cool.
Yeah. Well, now, what do you think you would have to do different to get yourself back into that maybe not every race, but a lot more victories? What do you think you're going to have to do?
I think I'm going to have to talk Roger and DSRL into getting rid of those inverts, which I'm pretty sure will never happen. But I was on top. I've been on top the last couple of weeks, and then had some bad luck with those inverts. So I don't know. Really, I just got to keep practicing. Get better. and it's really hard to pass on these tracks. But it can be done. It's really tough. But yeah, I just got to get more seat time, and I haven't been able to race as much as I used to, and it shows. When you don't get the seat time, it shows who's been practicing and who hasn't. And tonight,
Sure.
The hard work that Batista and Davis and Rounds put in, you can tell it showed.
Oh, that's a fact, yes. All right, well, Derek, anybody you want to thank for your second place finish tonight?
Yeah, just a big shout out to my sponsor, Dora Lowrance at Raven Graphics, and all those guys over there. They come on board. They sponsor me here in the DSRL League. So big shout out to them. Dora didn't have the run he wanted tonight. He had some unfortunate luck, but I want to thank them. Shout out to Roger at DSRL. I mean, he does such an incredible job with this league. It's unreal. I moan and complain about stuff all the time, but he just tells me to shut up and get out there and race, and that's what I do. And it's a lot of fun, So shout out to him. Shout out to you guys at MaxSpeedTV. You do an incredible job every time. And I want to give a big thank you to my viewers at my Jalopy Twitch channel. They support me every week, and they're more entertaining to me than I am to them, I'm sure. So having them in here cheering me on, root me on, really gets me amped up for these races.
Very good. All right, Derek. Well, go celebrate that second place, and we'll see you back here next week. See what you can do to improve.
Thank you very much. Big congratulations to Davis on the win as well, and Zach on his third place.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right, Zach Rounds, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, congrats on third place, man. You marched straight up through that field. How did you get by all those guys so easily? Because the competition back there was just as difficult and just as difficult to get around. How did you manage to get up here to third?
Yeah, well, it wasn't easy by any means. I think I picked off a couple at the start on the low side. I think a few guys tried the high side at the very beginning. And then, yeah, about quarter way through the race, I had to do a lot of line searching. I tried the high side, and I was freaking all over the place. I couldn't hold it up there. So I moved to the middle, and I actually got pretty quick through the middle there. And then, yeah, at that time, everyone was just so far out. About halfway through the race there, I did catch Derek about half a second through the center, and then he pulled that back out before I realized the center went away. So I moved up high, and then we were pretty much stagnant for about 10 laps, and then we all started realizing we were going to run out of fuel, and all didn't know what was going to happen. So it would have been nice to see a caution about halfway through, stack it up. I know, heck, I think Britton, who got fourth, he was coming like a madman too. So I think it would have been an awesome race between the top 5 or 6 guys if their caution came out towards the end. But hate it for Batista, but obviously that's racing, so we'll take the third.
Yeah, it's it'd be a good point snipe for you. Now I'm going to ask you, like I asked Derek. You Nate Davis and quite a few other guys are quickly becoming the guys out here to beat every single week. You're a past champion here at DSRL. What do you think of the competition level? Has it gotten that much more difficult that it's going to cost you a championship?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta. Well, I remember last season, my big thing was consistency. I know I did win a handful, like 5 or 6 races or something like that, but honestly, if you can finish on the podium every week in and out, like that's probably the biggest thing that you need to do to win the championship in here. Because the field is crazy, and it's been cool to see. Some of the guys from last season that were okay, seeing a podium here or there, now like battling for wins every week. A lot of them guys have stepped it up, and like I said before, it's a lot of guys kind of have their season. Last season was probably mine. Now a few other people are stepping up. I know Tim Smith has been killing it, and then Nate the past 2 weeks has been crazy dominant. Just Batista was the guy to beat tonight, but Nate's been super fast. So everyone has their runs. But yeah, it's really cool to see. Literally, I want to say there's 10 or 15 guys that could probably win any given night, and I want to say damn near the whole field you could see on a podium any given night. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It makes it tough on some of the fast guys, but hey, no, that's what we're all about. It's I'd rather race with guys that are faster and you know, makes me practice and get better than, you know, I guess have no competition at all, which that's pretty much impossible in the iRacing sim. So,
well, you know, looking at some of the things out here now, like the different tracks and stuff that you guys go to, and you know, some guys are better at some tracks than others. Where does Knoxville fit in on your agenda? Is it like maybe like one of your best tracks, or is it your worst track?
honestly, I don't have a whole lot of track time at all in the sprints here. It came out. I don't think we ran it here last season. Maybe one. I don't know if it came out in time or not. But yeah, honestly, I've only ran here maybe 4 or 5 times since Knoxville's been out in a sprint car. So I do like the track a lot. It's one of my best in the late models and modifieds. So the track has been good to me. But as far as just experience with the sprints, it's I like it better than Eldora and Lanier. I'll say that. So.
Well, it's a lot bigger, and you can get a little more throttle out. That make it easier or harder, knowing that you can get more throttle out.
I don't know. Well, like tonight when I was through the middle, I was probably half throttle, 3/4 of the way on the throttle all the way through the center of the corner, and that was quite a bit quicker. But it is nice that it's a wider track. I like the bottom line where, you know, you got to be on it if you want to hit that bottom line and not touch the berm. So that's pretty cool. Me, I like running the high side too, but obviously I hit the wall a lot when I'm up there, so that didn't really pan out too much for me tonight. I hit it a few times, but no, I like the wider track. I like that. I literally ran every line tonight, and at some point it was the fastest line. So it's pretty cool to be able to move around, which seems like you can do that here a little bit more than other tracks. So no, I like it. I like Knoxville a lot.
Very cool. All right. Well, anybody you want to thank for your 3rd place finish coming from the back of the field?
Yeah, I'd like to thank MaxSpeedTV. They, you know, you guys broadcast a lot, or do a great job broadcasting. I'd like to thank Elite 7. It was pretty cool to see all of us make the dash tonight. I'm not quite sure where everyone finished, but I know a few of us had a pretty strong run, so like to thank them. A good group of guys. Everyone that's hanging out on Twitch, on my Twitch channel, thank. And then like to thank Roger for putting this whole thing together and putting it on. Again, it's a pretty competitive field, so it's pretty cool to be able to come in here and have a fun racing every week.
Absolutely. All right, Zach. Well, we'll see you back here next week and see what you can do and try to gain some points. Maybe you can get a championship out of this.
Yeah, we'll see. But no, thank you, man.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, folks, let's run down through the final results here. Give me a minute here. I got to get some stuff in order because I got to figure this out. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to. Okay, here we go. All right, so Nate Davis coming home with the win. Derek Walker second. Zach Rounds in 3rd. Britton Roxbury finishing 4th. Jacob Fields 5th. Kuhn finishing 6th. Trevathan 7th. Sheridan 8th. Gosh, I don't even know what that is. Finished 9th. There's no name on it. Fletcher in 10th. Taggart 11th. Ross 13th. Garris 14th. Perchko 15th. 14th, I guess that is. Man, I'm off by 1 here. I don't like this very much. I got to see if I can do something different about this. Raimondo 15th. Batista finishes 16th. They're running out of fuel. Clearly going to be the winner here tonight. Williams in 17th. Eiler in 18th. Levere 19th. And running out the 20 here is Wagaman. That will clear that. So, all right, well, sorry about that, but I'm kind of new to that, so anyhow. But congratulations again to our winner here tonight, Nate Davis. Great victory that he's going to come out of here with, and it should be a decent points night. Trying to close in that 48-point lead on Timothy Smith. Hopefully we'll see Tim back here next week trying to defend that. So folks, thanks for watching tonight. We appreciate it. But before we get out of here, let's thank a few of the sponsors on board here with MaxSpeedTV and DSRL tonight. The SimSpeed Shop, you can check them out at simspeedshop.com. HRE Motorsports, one of the premier leagues here. Elite 7. One of the teams in iRacing here that run dirt leagues mainly. VR2 Virtual Reality TV for being on board, and we'll be with DSRL here in the coming weeks. So look for that. Dirtco Media House, they are on board this season, as well as the Ohio IndyCar League have been jumping on board here for sponsorship too. So thank you to all them sponsors. We appreciate that. And thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate that very much. And until next time, folks, stay safe and have a good night.